Hey guys, James here from James Workshop, and today we're looking at Necromunda, but we're looking at it in regards to the models and how it's GW at their best. It's GW doing their old school way of design with the original models, bringing the humor back, being creative, and putting it in this little game mode. The amazing part is you don't actually have to play Necromunda because you can convert, kitbash, and just one-for-one proxy these models into your 40k armies. And in fact, some of them you can probably put into your Age of Sigmar armies, maybe. So, if you don't know what Necromunda is well, in the lore-wise, it's a hive city. It's underneath the hive city. It is ruled by gangs, so that's kind of the premise of this game mode, is all these different gangs are fighting each other. So you've got the Van Sar, the Cawdor, the Delaque, Orlok, Escher, Goliath, Corpse Grinder, Ironhead Squat, Palanite, and that's all the gangs at least really so far. But the thing is, we don't really care about the lore of Necromunda, you know. I like that their lore is not super deep. I know there's a bit of lore, but it's not super deep. And that all these wacky things just keep getting added. So, in the most recent big major update, new edition, I don't know how it works in Necromunda. I don't really care either. They had Necromunda Hive Secundus, and they brought out the Gene Stealer Tyrannid models. You've got a couple of Gene Stealers. You've got these really weird Gene Stealer cult guys with like some infections on them, and then you got these little Tyramite bug guys. See if you get a better photo. So these are the Gene Stealers with these. If you know that zombie parasite that goes into bugs like ants and it kind of sticks up, takes control of the body. That's what I kind of see in regards to these. That's probably what the lore is, I imagine. You got these Gene Stealer guys, just oozy gross, and these Tyramite models. Very cool. I like those ones the most. Regardless, if you're not looking to play Necromunda, I don't know anything about Necromunda itself, gameplay-wise, meta, what's fun to play. I think $2.90 is Australian is too much, because you can buy basically all these kits for $80. And this is what we're looking at, is the models. We're a model-focused channel. We like the hobby side of everything. If you want to, I don't know, look at some battle reports or whatnot, go just search in Necromunda. We're looking at the models. And the best part about these models is you can one-for-one convert, proxy, whatever keyword you want to use, a lot of these guys into your current army. So, for example, it's probably one of the best examples, actually. You got the Corpse Grinder Cult Gang. I mean, this is just simply a World Eater cultist squad. It looks like World Eaters. They've got the saw axes, saw blades. One of these models has a really cool. I think it's this guy. Look at this guy's like saw blade axe thing. I don't even know what that is. It's a whip. Oh, that's what it is. It's a whip. He's got a saw blade whip. And the best part about Necromunda is most models, even in these larger squads, they feel very unique. So, I believe, GW's website sucks. Really sucks. Look at this guy's helmet. He's got his head, which is already has a helmet on, inside a cage. This guy's got some weird horns. This guy's just got his own big headpiece. I think this guy's more of the centerpiece, captain, boss guy. Oh, I can't be bothered with this website. It's terrible. And then they've given you a couple of normal guys there as well. How easy is that for a proxy? You just buy this. If you need a Chaos Cultist squad, run these guys. Done. Pick. 100% Warhammer as well. You got the squats, obviously. These were the first guys coming back out, hinting at the Leagues of Otan being released. Was it the Delaque gang? I think it was. I believe you could probably run some of these guys as an interesting Agents of the Imperium. As models. Maybe some Inquisitors from these guys. There's a lot you can do with these guys, I think. And I was thinking earlier, some of these different squads you could probably use to proxy and then convert. It might take a lot of effort, but to convert an entire Imperial Guard army. Because in lore-wise, there was 10,000 years with no contact really for a lot of planets that were lost. Who's to say that you don't have some really cooked Imperial Guard forces out there? Not saying you do it with these guys. These guys very much fit the Imperial agents vibe. I just think they're very cool and unique, and every model is just a little bit different. Let's just scroll around and just see what sticks out to us. And I'm a big jet bike fan. I'm not a big fan of these jet bikes, and I think it's the paint job that does it for me, which makes me not like it as much. If you're doing white scars and you want some jet bikes, and you need it to be 100% Games Workshop plastic or pretty close because you play in tournaments, but you just want your own unique army, maybe this is what you could do. $86 for 4 official jet bikes is not a bad price to pay, especially when they look a bit unique. Just do a quick 360 around one. Yeah, not for me, and I think you do a bit of converting, and I think it's the paint job overall, but I don't like the proportions, but absolutely that's my taste. That's not yours. I love when they did the big Wasteland update. I love the vehicles they added. I love this big beefy boy Ridgehauler and all the trailers and whatnot you can put on this. It's very customizable. This is what I would probably say is a perfect model in regards to it's so heavily customizable. It's expensive. We know that. It's very expensive. Just round up $180 just for the base truck. But for another short price of $105, give or take, you can put trailers on the back. You can put other bits and pieces on the back. You get a boatload of extra accessories. You could easily run this in a Leagues of Votan, in an Imperial Guard, and this would probably be the best army for it, a Gene Stealer Cult army. And you can probably do some conversions to make it Space Marines or Adeptus Sororitas or just a few other different armies. It's very customizable. You can do quite a lot with this. And I love it. I'm biased. Love it. I always buy one every time I go to the shops, but I'm not spending $180 for something I don't know what to do with. I think the Ashway, so the nomads, these guys are great because you could 1-for-1 proxy these guys as either Imperial Guard or Chaos Cultists. Hell, you might even be able to get away with the Mechanicus. They've got these real cool robot-y helmets on, covered in all this cloth and garb. Every model's unique again. Just a bit different. A bit different. The reason I say that cultists more than probably everything is because cultists are a bit more ragged traditionally in the models. They've got some peculiar weapons. And they kind of just come with some other random things, which we might see later on. Well, these are two good, just quick examples, not to extend this too long. You got all these different constructs, all this AI constructs, just something that's a bit different. If you want to do a little diorama, good options here. And obviously, you could run these guys. These guys are just religious fanatics. Well, they might not be, but you could because this guy has the best chainsword in the game. I swear. I only saw this today. I don't care about the rest of his model. I don't even like the rest of the model. This chainsword is unreal. I love that it's just hollow on the inside. I think the hazard paint job there does a bit. But I love that it's a very Imperium iconography made. I can't even speak English. I'm falling in love with this chainsword. I don't know how easy it would be to convert this out. I don't know what the joins are and everything, but what a great chainsword. Lots of bits and pieces. Lots of different sci-fi guys. We're not going to kind of collect too much. Look at too much because there's just so much. These guys just very futuristic tech. You can run this in other games as well. Not 40k games, other games. Lots of animals. There are quite a lot of animals, bugs, and robots. Don't know what you guys could run these guys for. No idea. Doesn't even click with me. I don't know if anyone runs futuristic Age of Sigmar elf armies or something. I have no idea how it works over there in this regard. Well, here we go. Just some more big boy Ogrins, potentially, or just some big boy Space Marines that don't have any armor on, that are still World Eaters. Please. Where's this other guy? Oh, they didn't show him. This guy could easily be run as a World Eater Space Marine with no armor on. He's just a bit mentally cooked. There's just so many models. Every time I look through here, I notice something new. You always do. There's a few models that I love, and I just want to show you guys because they're just fantastic. And just to note, everything we looked at before was all GW plastic. So in Australia, and depending on where you live, you might be able to buy them straight from your store, no issue. All of these models are Forge World. So at least in Australia, unless you go to the Sydney store, maybe one of the Melbourne stores, you probably have to order these online because they just will not have them stocked. All right. Where's the model I love? Oh, I believe the Delaque Psyker is my favorite Necromunda model. Ever since they released this guy, I fell in love. I love the humor that they just even misspelled Psyker because obviously everyone in the hive world isn't super educated. This guy is obviously a Psyker that's been heavily mutated. He's been strapped into this bed, so he is a bit of a mental illness severe case there, where he is incarcerated. The Delaque gang's holding him against his will. Who knows something? They're using him for his mind. They're injecting him. And I love the front. I love all the chemicals getting pumped into him, but I especially love the back of the head. I love all these canisters, and the paint job is fantastic. These canisters in the back that is fueling those syringes. And for what is actually a very small model for just this guy himself, this cape and all the floating gibs and whatnot, however this works, it just looks fantastic. You could run this guy without doing anything, run him as a Gene Stealer. You can run him in as a Chaos Psyker. Hell, if you want to get a bit freaky, you can run him in the Imperium as a Psyker as well. In Space Marines, Imperial Guard, whatever, you know. What a great model. It's only $60 for this much. I don't know what the right word is. Flavor. It's very different. This much flavor, this much taste. Maybe aura. What a great model. And Propagandist and Agitator. I don't care for the Agitator here, so we're going to ignore him. He is basically a free model for $62. His friend though, Propagandist. What a great model. He looks like he's wearing Gene Stealer cult armor. He's just got big speakers. He's got these big TVs. You can freehand paint whatever you want on this. I'm sure I've seen this model in some painting competitions before, and if I haven't, I surely will in some Golden Demon entries soon. Because this is a great model for a diorama, especially for a hive city. But you could plop this guy on Adeptus Sororitas miniatures, like tanks or whatever, or in the background of some of those diorama models. I don't know, there's a lot you can do with this guy. Be creative, have a look. What a fun model though. Bit cheeky as well. Moving on, there's so many models. Like, we could literally go through them all. And I'm just seeing if there's one or two that pop out to me. Goliath Zerker, without even going into him. Run him as a, I don't know, Ogre and Leader. I don't know, just Chaos something. You can just use your imagination here. There's so much you can do. Here we go. I think close off with these last two guys. And, quickly touch on. They've made a robot construct, an AI construct worm. How unique is this? Love it. Love it. I like these models, and I would like to put these on the base of an Imperial Knight, or even a Chaos Knight. I feel like this Squire looking guy is more so the pilot, and this guy's his bodyguard. I feel like if in my mind, the way I'm using these two guys is, you're doing a big Imperial Knight of some kind on his base, and you're either having this guy entering or climbing up or doing something on the Imperial Knight, because he's the pilot, and this guy is just walking on the base doing something. I feel like these two guys are the perfect addition to an Imperial Knight diorama, and it makes me want to buy these and an Imperial Knight and do it myself. I'm not sure. Let's have a look at the back of him. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's just a bit different, and I feel like the Imperial Knights in the lore, they are a little bit different. You know, the Knight is the war force of that planet. And to end it off, what a fantastic, fun model. And as I said before, with those that propagandist guy, you could pop this guy on any Imperial vehicle. You could put him on any diorama. You could just plop him in your army. You could put this guy in Agents of the Imperium. You could put him in the Adeptus Sororitas. You could do quite a lot. What I love about this model is he's meant to be a religious prophet, right? In the Hive world. So he's obviously appears to be a bit crazy. He's not really a prophet. He's a bit cooked. He's got his big Pope prophet hat on. That's all gold. He's got his massive banner staff skeleton thing, which I think represents maybe the Emperor. He's got the golden helmet that's on fire. The massive codex scribe. The hair is so long, but it's all official. He's obviously kind of representing this. Is this what the Imperium religion looks like? Does every planet have a prophet? Maybe. I love that I had to double check if he had even underwear on, because he's wearing this cape. I don't know what that is. I don't know. It's not obviously not buttoned in properly, but all the models of Necromunda are somewhat geared towards going to combat. And there's nothing combating on him other than a little bit of armor. And if you can notice, he's got armor on his Jesus sandals that goes on the outside of his legs, but because he wants to be free, it might get a bit hot. He's got the inside of his legs still exposed. Let's just do a quick 360 of him. Yep. Great model. What a wacky, fun, great model. And that's why I wanted to end on this one, because he is just so fun. Please go have a look at all the Necromunda models. This is definitely the best of GW. It's fun, it's quirky, it's unique, and there's so much kit bashing, proxying, and converting potential here that literally anyone could do it, and there's just so much fodder there. Outside of that, well, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.